is awesome, as the whole of our generation concludes. Robots doing human work way more efficiently and accurately than humans could ever do. I would say that the future has arrived. As I am a naive little child, I did not take into account the downside of what this future means for us. And today, here I am talking about how and why the rise of automation will be different this time and what we can do about it. Now, machines will eventually take over. Let me define what automation is. Google defines automation as the use or introduction of automatic equipment in manufacturing or other processes. See, I think automation is much more than that. I define automation as any machine or computer chip that replaces what a human does. When we think of automation, we think of giant robotic arms lifting things and putting them down in factories. While this is true, now automation can be a single chip with a program written on it to compare, say, for example, two data sets. In the past, humans would have to sit and manually compare these two data sets. Whilst the origins of automation are greatly debated, I believe that this machine, known as the Stanford arm, which was created in 1979, is the first actual use of automation in industry. And like you know, it has very limited use. It picks up things and drops them back down. But today's automation looks much more like this. This machine is in many of Japan's superstores. And this machine is nothing more than a screen, a computer screen, with a computer chip in it. Now, this machine can give you information about any of their products in the superstore at the snap of your fingers. Let us take it from the top. Innovation is what has gotten humans this far ahead. With each innovation, we have progressed. And this has destroyed many jobs, but it has created far more jobs of better quality. Therefore, a balance has always remained. Taking into account the Industrial Revolution. Before this revolution, farming was the main occupation, and people were employed through it. But we progressed, and soon factories were the main creators of jobs. And this is how we changed. We progressed even more, and we reached the information age. Now, the information age really began with the invention of the computer. Let us compare. In 1975, General Motors had 800,000 employees and made 11 billion in US dollars. In 2014, Google had only 8,000 employees and made 14 million US dollars. From these two statements, we can conclude three things. We no longer need as many employees to make a greater profit. Machines can do that for us. Number two, cars, like any other products, are at the end of their job creating cycle. Number three, innovation in the information age is not equal to the creation of jobs. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the most important part. But how will machines take over? As we know them, machines can do only what they are programmed to do. And whilst this is true, to a certain degree, a change has come. And it's called machine learning. Simply, machine learning can be described as machines being programmed to a certain extent, but learning through observation. And this has really changed the ballgame. In fact, there is a real-life example present today where a company in San Francisco has made software that allows a company to manage and do a task or a project with just a single software, single machine, single program. Now, this machine decides what tasks need to be done by humans and what need to be done by computers. Now, the tasks that need to be done by the machines will be done by the machine. Others, there will be freelancers hired to do them. Well, this looks like there's a balance. Might I say there is no balance, because the machine, through machine learning, learns and tracks what these freelancers are doing. And so the freelancers are just a one-time thing. The end is near. What are we going to do about it? The way I see it, we have two solutions. One of them is a short-term solution, where we demand legislation to be made to prevent the number of jobs automation can take over. This is not only a bad solution because it limits progress, but it limits innovation, the driving force of humanity. Second solution is much more doable. The second solution states that the end goal of all the automation that we create is to create jobs and not destroy them. The way we do this is we take each industry, sector by sector, and give it over to machines. Now this may look controversial, but it isn't. Because people in, say, farming are freed up from their jobs, they can now be employed in sectors that are more relevant to today's day and age. Computer science, for example. Once every single sector is handed over to machines, we will diminish the concepts of purchasing and selling. What this means is that we will work on a credit system. Now, basic necessities of life, such as food, accommodation, water, etc., will be provided to you free of cost. But the way credits work is that if you do a good deed, for example, community service, you will receive a credit or multiple credits. But if you do a wrong deed, for example, thievery, then your credits will be minus. These credits can be exchanged for anything except the basic necessities of life. So, I could buy a hilltop villa with my credits. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we will prevent automation from taking over